We have one more comedian for you tonight. He is from Flint. Every once in a while he swings by Max Monday Comedy Night here in Lansing, and he's been at the S&K Hometown Pub in Schwartz Creek and JW's Music Factory, and he's here right now tonight. From Flint, Chris Reed.
How about a hand for all the comedians tonight? Alright, so my name's Chris. People call me C. Sounds cool, but it's really just because I'm average. I'm 52 with bad vision. I used to get excited about large breasts. Now I get excited about large font. Not quite the same. So I used to steal things when I was a kid. Luckily, my mom was always there to make me give things back. You know, she'd be like, now you didn't pay for that candy bar. Let's take that back into the store and give it to the nice man at the counter. And those aren't your Hot Wheels. Let's take those back to your friend's house and give them back to him. Well, now I'm an adult, but sometimes I wish my mom was still here to make me give things back. You know, like, now you don't need that cocaine. Let's go take that back to the nice man at the dope house. Now those crabs are not yours. Let's go give those back to that skank at the bar. That's a cute joke, honey, but you didn't write that. Let's go give that back to the comedian you stole it from. She's a good mom. I try to be a good dad. Took my kids back to my old neighborhood to show them the places that are special to me. I showed them the playground where I had my first kiss, the parking lot where I learned how to ride a bike, the intersection where I got my first DUI, the motel where I got my first STD. It was a little awkward. Probably should have skipped the reenactments. Don't ever do that. So I'm actually a substitute teacher. That's my day job. It's a hard job too, because these kids are just out of control. And that's because you can't beat them anymore. So I've come up with my own way to get back at the ones that piss me off. Like right before recess, I'll tell them, all right, we're about to have a little spelling test, and here's how it works. I give you a word to spell. If you spell it correctly, you get to go outside for recess. If you spell it wrong, you spend recess in the office. Let's start over here with Skylar. Skylar, spell dog. Skylar's like D-O-G. Good job, Skylar. Get in line. Next, we'll go with Calvin. Calvin, spell cat. Calvin's like, that's easy. C-A-T. All right, Calvin, go line up. Next, we come to Steven, the little asshole. Like, oh, look whose turn it is next. Steven. Steven, spell anti-disestablishmentarianism. Steven's like, what? Man, Steven hates me. But that's okay, because I hate him too. One thing that does help me with classroom management, though, is positive reinforcement. You know, giving the kids praise when they do a good job. Yeah, I'll walk around the room. I'll be like, oh, I like how Billy is raising his hand. And, oh, I like how Susie's coloring inside the lines. You know, it gives the other kids incentive to do better. This works so well that I've actually started doing this in other areas of my life. Like last weekend, I hosted an orgy. Oh, I was all over that living room. I was like, oh, I like how Tina is tonguing the butthole. Oh, look how Lucy has a cock in each hand. Good job, Lucy. Of course, you always got your slackers, though. Be like, oh, I don't know, Paul. We're 10 minutes in and Becky's pants are still on. That pussy's not going to eat itself, buddy. Actually, I think the worst part about working in the schools, though, is bumping into the kids when I'm out at the store. It's awkward, man, because they're kids, right? It's like you never know what they're going to say. I saw this little boy, he was like, Daddy, there's that man who put me in the closet. I was like... And I saw a little girl, she was like, Mama, there's that man who told me Santa Claus ain't real. I was like, Where's the nearest exit? Get me the fuck out of here. Fuck the store. I don't even like going to the store, man, because prices are just through the roof, right? Like, even when something's on sale, the sales are just stupid. I saw the sale that said, buy 15 bottles of Pantene, save $2. I'm like, 15 bottles? What am I shampooing? A 70s bush? Stupid. Speaking of stupid, I got those energy-saving light bulbs. What a joke. I mean, yeah, they use less energy, but they also barely put out any light. Good thing is, now it's not so bad when my wife asks me to do her with the lights on. Hey, that's a joke. That's a joke. My wife's a beautiful woman. Not only is she beautiful, but she's funny. She's got a quick wit. Like yesterday, she rolled her eyes at me. I said, you know, eye rolling is a microaggression. She said, so is your penis. She's not wrong. But I have figured out a way to get more sex from my wife. It's easy too. All I gotta do is turn on the Weather Channel. You ever hear the way they talk about storms on there? It's crazy. It's like, we have a massive thunderhead penetrating the east with a thick rain shaft. The trees are bent over and Virginia's getting pounded. Everything's wet. I mean, it's just soaked. And this could go all night long. Man, she hears that I can't keep her off me. It's an aphrodisiac. And it's cheaper than roofies. Yes, sir. So I was looking at the news on my phone. There's some crazy stuff in the news. I saw how this Japanese guy paid big money for this realistic dog suit. Yeah, he paid like 2 million yen to live his dream of becoming a real dog. That's like 22,000 US dollars, which sounds like a lot, but I'm thinking, hell, I'd pay twice that much if I could live my dream of becoming a real man. Speaking of dogs, kind of pissed off at mine right now. A little fucker let me get robbed. And that's when I realized that all the burglars got to do is have a better treat than me. Yeah, a dude came climbing through my window and threw a steak down on the floor. My dog looked at that steak and he looked at me and he was like, you know that's New York Strip, right? I told you to get the security system. Yeah, it's messed up. So then when the dude's climbing back out the window with my TV under his arm, I looked at my dog and I was like, you need to get it together, because I know a Japanese guy who'd love to have your job. He didn't care. I do love my dog though. My dog does this thing. Whenever he's got to go potty, he'll turn around and sniff his own butt. Like, right? Which is cool, because that's his way of telling me he needs to go out because he's full of shit, right? Which made me think, wouldn't that be cool if humans did that? That way you know when they were full of shit. Yeah, like imagine this, your buddy comes up to you, he's like, yo man, loan me 20 bucks. I'll pay you back. Or how about this? Dude, I went out to the club last night and I hooked up with 2 fine women. How about this? Ladies, I know you've heard this one. No, baby, you don't look fat in that dress. Hey, and that's just the guys. Ladies, you know you can be full of shit too, right? Like, oh, that guy on Facebook? No, boy, he's just my friend. Or how about this? My favorite one of all time. Ooh, you got the biggest one I've ever seen. Have to add some extra sniffs onto that one. So I'll leave you all with this. I am not known for impressions, but I got a couple quick impressions I'd like to do for you. You want to see a couple quick impressions? Yeah. All right. This first impression is a road construction worker in Michigan. All right, this next one is a Walmart employee when they go out to get the shopping carts. All right, you guys have been great. I'm Chris Reed. Thank you.
One more round of applause for Chris. You guys have a good time tonight.